Going from the US to Qatar, my Fridays turn into Sundays and Sundays into Mondays. So what does it look like going to church on Fridays instead of Sundays? I start off my morning in peace in my chair next to the window with my cover and just soaking up the time with God. And I was reading Acts chapter 2, and I was just reflecting on how my testimony of being filled with God's Spirit with the evidence of speaking in tongues is the exact same experience that the people that walked with Jesus in real life had. And I'm just thankful to God for giving me a testimony that aligns with His Word, and it just shows me that the Bible is true. But after I got done spending time with God, I started to get ready for church. Church started at 11, but I had limited time to get ready because I spent an extended time with God this morning. And now I'm cutting it close in time, so I really was contemplating if I should go and iron my shirt or not, but I just went and did it. But as I'm ironing my clothes, I ran into my sister in Christ that's from Nigeria, and I started to talk to her for a minute, but it's hard for me to multitask, so that slowed me down. Then I went back to my room to put on my clothes and see if any adjustments need to be made, but I didn't have any time for no adjustments, so I left. I usually go to the lobby around 10:45 a.m. to meet with some other people so we can all catch an Uber together, and I'm glad to be able to go to church with other people because it encourages me, and also it pushes me to talk and get to know others. If I'm correct, the Uber ride usually takes around 15 minutes to go from housing to the church. We finally arrived, but the Uber driver is unable to drop us off at the front door, so they always have to drop us off at the side street, which means we have to walk, but it's not that bad of a walk, so it's fine. Also, Christian churches in this Muslim country are not distinguishable, which means that the churches looks like regular old villas, and you will not see no Christian sign, poster outside of the building, so you wouldn't even know that the service is happening inside the building. So if you know, you know. But this service was essentially about living out your God-ordained purpose. One thing I do enjoy about this church is the diversity of it. Like, I am grateful to be able to hear the testimonies of people across the globe and the gospel being preached across the nation. And this is actually my last Friday church service in Qatar, and it's a bittersweet moment. Like, I'm gonna miss the connections I have made, like my girl Nicole and my other sisters in Christ that are not shown. Now, when we made it to Education City, the security was blocking the gate, so we were unable to get to our housing because of a football game that was happening later on that day. And I'm not talking about American football, but football. So we ended up catching Education City tram and walked back to housing. And during our walk, I was just taking in the beauty of Education City campus. I was like, dang, I should have walked the campus earlier. But before we went to housing, we made a pit stop at Oakberry because my sister in Christ wanted to cherish my last Friday with them. So they bought me an acai bowl, which was very thoughtful, and I thank God for them. And I was skeptical about these acai bowls because it looked nasty, but it's so good. It tastes like candy, but it's fruit. Like, it satisfies the sweet tooth without me feeling guilty. Then we walked and made it back to housing and went to the dining hall to get some dinner. And as we was waiting for our food, I learned that Qataris get handmaidens after giving birth. Like, they got money. And I don't know what it is, but after a Friday church service, I be at peace but extremely tired. Like, I don't be wanting to do nothing for the rest of the day. So I ate my little chicken tenders and orange and did just that.